Are you in the process of buying a business and you're wondering how to structure the deal, at least one way to structure the deal? In this video, I'm going to explain the concepts of an adjustable seller carry note and show you exactly when and why you might want to include them in your offer. Stick around. By the end of the video, you'll have a solid grasp on how to use these effectively, ensuring that you get the best deal possible. Let's dive in. Let's start by defining an adjustable seller carry note. Simply put, this is a payment to the seller that depends on the business reaching certain milestones after the sale. For example, the seller might get an extra payment if sales hit a certain target in the future. This concept is flexible, and these milestones could be anything like revenue goals or customer concentration. It's different than earnouts, which are not allowed by the SBA. But some banks will still approve adjustable seller carry notes. There's a difference, and it's important to understand the two. Now, when does it make sense to use these notes? One key scenario is when the business's sales or profits are fluctuating. Imagine you're buying a business that just had a big jump in sales. You want to ensure that the growth continues, right? Well, an adjustable seller carry note might help protect you and your investment. You agree to pay a portion of the purchase price now, and if the growth continues, the seller gets more. But if they drop, you aren't paying for that inflated growth. For example, let's say the sales increase by 30%. You'd agree to pay an additional 10% of the purchase price if the growth continues after the sale. Another great time to use these type of adjustable seller carry notes is when the business depends heavily on a few customers or vendors. If 50% of the sales come from two clients, for example, what happens if one or both of them leave after you buy? With an adjustable seller carry note, you can structure the deal so that the seller only gets paid more if those key customers or vendors stay with the business. You're protecting yourself from paying for a business that could vanish. What if the seller is close to landing a big contract that it hasn't yet been finalized? That's where an adjustable seller carry note becomes an incredibly valuable option. You agree to pay more for the business only if the contract gets signed. The seller is rewarded for the hard work that they've put into getting the contract, but you don't overpay if something doesn't happen or that contract isn't agreed upon. When structuring these notes, simplicity is key. You don't want complex formulas that create disagreements down the road. Focus on one clear metric. Whether that's revenue, profitability, customer retention, whatever it happens to be between you and the seller. And don't be afraid to negotiate. If the seller is hesitant, present it as a fair way to ensure that they're paid for their business's true potential. If you have a business broker involved, they might push back a little bit on this type of a structure. Make sure to get with a good business broker that knows how to properly structure these and sees the value in using them for both buyer and seller protection. So if you're thinking about buying a business or selling a business and wondering what that business is worth, reach out to me. I'll help you structure it using an adjustable seller carry note so that we can then determine the best way to structure the business to make sure you don't overpay, but also make sure you don't underpay, whether you're on the buy side or the sell side. And if you're on the selling side, reach out to me to find out how much your business is worth. I offer a free business assessment where you can find out what the fair market value of your business is and get a good sense whether now is the right time to sell your business. Use the link in the comments below and let's set up a time to connect. Thanks. Take care.